I'm like, bro, this shit's OD. And they're like, yeah, I know.
Ooh, Josie.
Either they know what OD means, or they're just agreeing with me because they don't want to hurt my feelings. One of those. Fudge, I don't think I've ever heard you say OD
Today's the day.
before. It's OD, bro. It's OD. It's fucking OD. Yeah.
Non farmi perdere tempo. Va. Round one.
Alright, gotta be careful.
Arroarica. Yo, Piccolo is so fucking cool. I fucking love this character. Pickle Rick. It's also good that he's kind of busted.
No punish. Okay, she doesn't know how to punish hop
It's
kick.
more like a punish. Nyoka! Oh god. Them young blocks. Them young blockades.
Nice.
Oh god, that was disgusting. That was moss disgusting. That was moss 30, bro. And real dirty ass hours, bro. Oh, you could have killed, bro. You could have killed, bro.
Shit. Fucked up the counter hit.
He's already are. Oh, what's the
I am
controversy?
so beyond stoked for Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, I would love to buy a new game. Like, just tickle him, David. Just tickle him.
Oh god damn it. Oh, he missed!
Touch him once. David, there you go.
Yeah, I said what was the controversy?
Round three. Fight.
Join me.
What the fuck does that mean?
Is that gonna whiff? Please don't whiff. Nope! Yes! KO.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you, Derek, that was a very much on the fly combo.
what was it like?
Oh, it's a Josie player again.
Non farmi perdere tempo. Va. Round one.
Well, the hours have already been worked, and the employees, in theory, are getting paid some sort of stipend based on generally how well the game does. So I know that if I poured 100, I mean, it all comes down to like it's a job, right? Like, so yeah, it sucks that you worked that many hours, but I mean, I guess I see it. I watched a documentary on Metal Gear Solid's my favorite game of all time.
Oh,
And I watched a
yeah.
documentary on Metal Gear Solid 4 and how Kojima like made certain employees like redo certain things and they were like exhausted.
Konami?
I feel
Oh
like
no, Metal Gear Solid 5.
it's common in this style of industry for people to work well beyond their general means. Oh, I agree.
Oh, good shit.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah. Right. Show support. Right.
KO.
Right.
Round 3. Fight.
And then the question becomes, what's the general percentage of people that would be boycotting versus the percentage that would still buy it regardless? You know. Yeah. Yeah, and there's millions, I mean millions of people who don't follow this stuff that seriously. They go to work, have sex with their wife, cook chicken nuggets for their kids, and buy whatever game comes out that week. I mean that's the extent of their life, you know. So there's a lot of people who are not even going to know this is even an issue.
KO. Round 4. Fight.
Wow,
Bringing it back.
interesting.
Final round.
Let's go.
Fight.
Ooh. Brought it back. Reverse 3-0.
See, it looks like you're doing really well, David.
I'm going up against other people in my level, so a lot of people don't know how to play yet. They don't know the matchup with Claudio. I'm getting away with a lot of stuff I shouldn't be getting away with.
I'm fucking hungry.
Promotion match, what does that mean?
And I'm gonna rank up, and then if she wins, she's gonna rank up.
I'm getting nervous.
There's a ranking system. You see that 5th Caillou right there?
Yeah.
So if I win this, I go up to the next Caillou.
Yeah, my man just blew up. And it's king.
Ooh, good shit.
Right? I'm so excited for this game, it's unreal.
Nice.
Then there comes that, like, I don't know, this is just the philosopher in me talking. There's a level of consent there, right? Like, at the end of it all, you don't have to work there. And if it has been an issue since, like, Red Dead 1, I mean, Red Dead 1 came out, dude, in, like, 2009? Maybe? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know it's been quite a bit of time. Wow, that seems like a lot more recent than I thought it was. Are you serious?
Oh god, no, I pressed the button.
Shit.
No, I pressed the button. I'm dead, yep.
Yo, that was so optimal, and he didn't even mean to do that. That's actually OD. He just winged the fuck out of that combo, and that shit was mad optimales.
2010, so you were close. You were very close. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so, anyways, I mean, there's been several games in between that. I think, Grand Theft Auto 4 was before that, but I could be wrong. So, I think, I don't know, I guess it feels like if it was that big of a sweatshop, why would people continue to work there?
Oh, you could have killed.
You know, I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, maybe they are working hella hours, but they obviously must be getting compensated somehow. And I'm sure the pay is extraordinary. I mean, they're making it sound like these guys are like Chinese factory workers getting paid pennies on the dollar here. But I mean, I imagine these people are getting paid hella good money to work those level of hours, especially for a company as successful as Rockstar.
Nope, punish.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So like, I mean, my dad worked 100-hour work weeks, and but like, he wasn't forced to. It was just something he did. He was a workaholic. You know, so like, I don't know. I guess I don't have the full story. I don't know how. To me, to be honest, this is not a big enough deal for me to boycott the game. To me.
Ooh, Sekikayu.
Yeah. Right. Well, just the basics of what I have, it's not enough for me to protest. I'd have to know that, like, the whole staff was not allowed to leave. They were incorrectly compensated. They were, I mean, there'd have to be a slew of, like, basic labor violations that are clearly illegal for me to say, okay, I'm boycotting it. But if you're within laws and you're paying time and a half overtime like you ought to be, and these people are getting paid already rather well, so if these guys were making like 200 an hour and worked 100+ hours, and it was only a couple people plus the CEO guy or whatever, and he was one of them that did it, he's leading by example. He's not just like cracking the whip, he's doing it with them. It sounds realistically like, yes, it sounds really tiring and it sounds laborious, but plenty of people in America work like 2 full-time jobs to support their families and stuff, and work like 80 to 100 hours a week just to like feed their families and stuff. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't sound, I don't know, there's a portion of it that I'm like, I can see why I'd have a problem, like you said, I see a portion why I would have a problem with it, depending on the circumstance. There's a portion of it that I don't see a problem with it, because if someone told me work 100 hours, I need you to work 100 hours for the next couple weeks, but I'll pay you a salary of $4 grand every week, I'd be like, like, you know. So we just don't know, like, what was the compensation, what was the process. Anyways, with the current information that I have, it's not enough to stave off my willingness to spend $60 on a video game.
Block, and the game would be infinitely better. And Slayer was like, please delete this. And he was like, you're carried by the system of MKX and will never be relevant in RS games ever again. I said it. And then he's like, I love it. When you get a
That's a
top 8,
little.
I'll believe you. I'm a legend to you, my boy. He's like, you're at your most relevant playing a poorly designed game when it was at its worst. Where's the legend in that? And then he said, if you don't see how back to block improves MK, that's on you. It's also impossible to know who was consistent because they were good and who was consistent because the game carried their bad habits. The Young brothers haven't done fuck all without MKX, like Young Monster and Revolution.
Nice.
And then
Rabbit
Happy
leaping.
Power was like back to block versus Displacer, Smoke, Dive Kick, Shaolin Up, Hat Trick, Mournful, Naginata. And he's like, are you guys actually so dense that back to block would deal with all of that? Like you're not blocking Smoke with a back to block system unless there's cross-up protection.
Ooh, good shit.
But
And
then
he's
with
like-
there's cross-up protection, what's the point of back to block?
Exactly. 90% of this you just fucking hold down if you use an Injustice blocking system. And then Happy Pow's like, you're a retard. Back to teleport with Displacer is an overhead. Shaolin Flying Kick was an overhead that could be delayed to either hit in front or behind you. Ermac would get a third option and Smoke back 2-1, hitting both sides so as a mix with teleport. And then
Sure. It's...
yeah, and Trini goes from saying that MKX was a horribly designed game. Smoke's teleport is reactable and Displacer you just play good neutral. What the fuck?
I wouldn't say horribly designed. I mean, I don't know. I think that's a little.
The throw system was way more technical. Oh, this is a Irish Mantis. He's like, Trini, what the fuck you talk about, my genius? MKX had some BS, but it wasn't flawed. It was far from a poorly designed game.
Oh yeah.
Can't believe 2018 people are still using block button as a pointer argument. The throw system is way more technical. Personally, I like it when throwing is like you break a throw using a throw. I don't like the guessing. I don't like having to guess back throw and forward throw.
I
just
don't
think it's
either.
easy.
That sucks. Attack should be attack.
I just don't see the point in it. Like, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't like literally the same animation either way too. Just throw them anyway, so it's not like an animation thing. Like if there's two different types of throws. Like if you had a forward throw and you slammed them on the ground, and then your back throw was like you spun them around and like kicked them multiple times, I guess. But if it's the same animation, why make it a guessing game?
Apparently.
I mean, I guess you could duck the throws, but still, I just like taking throws with throws. What the fuck? Irish Mantis is like, I don't want to pile up on this guy. It's fine to argue on the game's philosophy, but insulting and trying to discredit players' past achievements to help your arguments foul play. And then Turning Folk was like, also, to be frank, I was actually just memeing Slayer and poking fun at him. I wasn't trying to start shit. The Young Brothers. He's like, the Young Brothers, though, I'll stick to my
Ooh,
statement.
Lily. But you always try to look for the best in people.
This is the same, like, this is the same guy that said that you're not a good fighting player if you play games like yeah, you're not a good fighting game player if you play games like Dragon Ball Fighters. If you're good at Dragon Ball Fighters, you're not a good fighting game player. The fucking he's like
Yeah,
being good
Sonic
at Injustice
Fox.
2 doesn't make you a good fighting game player.
Non c'è
Yeah,
spazio per i
Sonic Fox.
dilettanti.
Being a good fighting game player makes you a good fighting game player. What the fuck? You're a good Injustice 2 player, you're a good Dragon Ball Fighters player, but it doesn't mean that you're completely like the be all end all. So I don't know what him like saying that has to do with anything. I think he was just trying to talk shit in a fucking DBSE stream. Which is annoying. And then he's like, and then Happy Pal's like, what do you even say play good neutral? You not know what you're talking about. And some guy, I don't know, Core's FGC, like, Happy Pal, you play good neutral against a guy who can use a bar to one frame teleport behind you. Trini is amazing at neutral after all. He uses one of the hardest neutral characters in the game.
Oh damn. Good shit. Good pressure.
Yeah.
Oh
The
shit.
fuck? No, I didn't. The fuck? Yo, all this shit from a day ago.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Nice.
That's a lot to say.
Ooh.
Alright, guys. Well, I guess I'm gonna get off for now. I'm a little
Hey.
tired.
Yeah, go for the bro.
Right.
Oh. Have a good night. You too. Bye.
Yeah, have a good night.
KO. You win. Niente male.
Niente male.
But look, some guy's like survivor of the GTA 5 crunch here. It was hell. And somebody's like survivor of COD, Konami, Disney, etc. crunch. It's always hell. Time for a fundamental change.
Non c'è spazio per i dilettanti.
C'est un bon endroit pour se battre. Tu crois pas?
Who the fuck wants to watch that?
Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight.
Oh, nice. Good shit.
Yes. Fucking Cyrax was kind of crazy.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Round
Oh my fucking Jesus Christ.
fight.
Shit.
god. That hurt my cheek holes. Alright, I'll be back. I'm kinda hungry.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, man, I'm surprised I committed to that screen. That's still punishable. Nice.
Il mio potere.
Counter.
KO. Round 4. Fight.
Oh, good punish. Like, you're not even ducking this. I can just spam fucking 4-4-3.
Che la luce di Sirio disperda le tenebre.
Dude, you gotta duck Claudio. Every time he's full screen, he runs out, you duck. There's no reason. I mean, yeah, he can mix you with his fucking knee, but it's not gonna lead to anything. If you block his fucking running too, that's plus, and it's still his turn. There's no reason you want to block that thing.